Hi everyone, this is just a really short news video to keep everybody up to date with what's been going on in Sunningdale School this week and some of what will be going on next week. So 2021 has continued on really where 2020 left off. We currently are still in lockdown and have about 60% of the pupils attending. We have a number of pupils taking part in remote learning, and we're very pleased to report that we don't currently have anybody isolating or who has tested positive for COVID-19. This term we also have a number of members of staff in school who are either new or have changed role. I need to introduce Marissa, who has taken over the role of office manager. Some of you will have already spoken to her or already met Marissa when you've been dropping your children off in the morning. We also have Jonathan Moffat, who was previously one of our teachers, who is now acting as the assistant head teacher and will be taking over the EHC planning and review process. Recently, we've been getting a lot of queries about the food parcels. You will have seen that these have been really high profile on social media and on the news. I'm quite pleased to announce that we have also decided to scrap the food parcels. This was an example of a food parcel that one of our families got. We've decided to use the same scheme as we were using over the Christmas holidays, so that should come from schoolvouchers.com, which is run by a company called Wonder. For those of you that should have been receiving vouchers or food parcels, just wanted to let you know that we will be backdating the vouchers to the beginning of term, so back to the 4th of January. Staff in school have been working really hard on getting the remote learning and home learning packages together. Those of you that aren't attending school will have received or should have received some ideas for activities from your class teacher of things you could be doing with your child at home. You should also hopefully have received a telephone call from a member of staff explaining those activities and offering support around how to carry them out or how to adapt them for your child. In addition to the ideas for activities, what you will be receiving from early on next week are crates of activities that will complement the activities you've been sent. So it'll be crates of resources full of kind of craft type things or sensory things that will complement the ideas that you've been given, and you will be talked through how to use those as well. They will be delivered on Monday or Tuesday next week. They'll be left on your doorstep where you can leave them as long as you like. You can disinfect them, wipe them down, leave them outside for as long as possible. They will have lids on, they will be waterproof, and then you can bring them into the house when you feel safe to do so. Staff have been working really hard to pull these crates of resources together and to individualise them for the children that are learning from home. So we really do hope that you find them useful. I need to give a special shout out to Pam and Cheryl, who've been working down in the admin area of school, and they've been receiving requests from all over the school of resources they need laminating, symbols they need creating, worksheets, other craft activities that they've been pulling together so that they can go into those resource boxes. So they've done a fantastic job. We do have a number of pupils who've been taking part in home learning. Some of those pupils have been doing home learning right through the autumn term, so are quite used to the process of that and have been joining their class on Zoom. This week though, we did have one pupil who did that for the very first time. They joined their class on Zoom. So Thomas in class 1, in Michelle's class, he managed to join his peers on Zoom this week and he absolutely loved it. And we just wanted to give him a really special shout out for getting involved in that and enjoying the session. So looking ahead to next week, we do intend to stay open to as many pupils as possible, particularly anyone that is healthy enough to attend and those that are not considered clinically extremely vulnerable. If you do intend on attending school next week and you haven't so far, we would ask that you let the office know in advance. You can do that via email on their email address, which is office@sunningdaleschool.com, or on the school's main phone number. Likewise, if your child has been attending and for whatever reason they're not going to be attending next week or on any specific day next week, if you could also let the office know on their email address, office@sunningdaleschool.com, or the school phone number as well. So also looking ahead to next week, anybody that's thinking of going out and about at the weekend to get their hour of exercise with their child or with their family, I'm just going to hand over to Lacey, Luke and Tia, who are going to talk you through the weather forecast for the weekend.
On Saturday it's going to be on Sunday it's gonna be sunny and can be cloudy.
Thanks for that, guys. That was awesome. So obviously not everybody enjoys going out and about, especially in the cold and wet weather. So we do also have on hand Jaymie and Fletcher, who are going to take us through some television reviews and a review of a game, I believe, for those of you that really prefer staying inside.
Yeah. Oh, hello! Welcome, Sunningdale parents. And if you want an entertaining show to watch, welcome to the Loud House. You should watch it because it has good plot and a good ending, and also beginning. Hello, Sunningdale parents. You should let your kids play this game, Roblox. It's really fun, it's entertaining. You can play any games like Paradise, role-play games, and that's it.
Okay, so that's pretty much all the news from Sunningdale School this week. We hope you found that helpful. We hope you found the weather forecast helpful if you're heading out and about, and obviously if you'd prefer to stay inside, Fletcher and Jaymie provided some great reviews there. We hope to see you all again soon. We hope everybody stays healthy. Over to you, Jon-Paul.